Okay. Hi everyone. So today I'm going to talk to you about Canva. But just to start, I'm just going to introduce myself. So my name is Alexandra, and I'm a second year nursing student at Ontario Tech. And I'm also a part of the Skill Series team, and I've been a part of Skill Series ever since I've started my educational journey. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about Canva, and we've partnered today with Brilliant Catalysts to bring you this presentation. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? So we have what is Canva. We are going to talk about what you can do on the free versus the paid versions. We're going to go over a little bit of color theory, and then I'll go over a live demonstration to show you in real time some of the things that you can do. Okay, so what is Canva? So Canva is an online graphic design platform that allows one to create many forms of visual content. So some of the examples of what we can create are PowerPoints or presentations. We can do GIFs, Instagram posts, create Instagram stories, create logos, resumes, and so much more. So there's also a version that we could use on our cellular devices that we can download from the Player App Store, and this would just is for increased accessibility and for on the go if you want to, I don't know, create some work or get some work done, maybe while you're taking the bus or maybe in class. Okay, so here is a comparison of some of the things we can do on the free versus the paid version. So as you can see, there are a bunch of more things that we can do on the paid version versus the free version. There's a significant difference within the cloud storage. We can schedule social media posts. We can save designs as templates for your team to use. We could resize designs, remove image backgrounds, which comes so much in handy. We can easily save and apply brand logos, colors, and fonts, which really helps with saving time on assignments. There's a significant amount more of templates that are available, more photos that are in high quality, and we can also access all of the things in the free version that we can in the paid version. Okay, so before we get into our live demo, I'm just going to go over a little bit of color theory. So this is really important when keeping in mind the kinds of things we'd like to create. So to begin, what really is color theory? It is the collection of rules and guidelines which designers use to communicate with users through appealing color schemes and visual interfaces. So it really explains how humans perceive color and the visual effects and how colors really mix and match with each other. The main gist of it really is that it can allow us as designers to portray a certain feeling depending on the types of colors that we use. So there's a bunch of different theories to keep in mind really while we're creating this type of content. So one of the main ones is monochromatic, and as you can see from this side here, it is based on really one single color, but uses variations of shades of a single hue. So as you can see, we have a very light pink that leads into our dark red. And then next we have our square theory. So this is choosing colors that are very evenly spaced throughout the color wheel. So we see my color wheel here. So square would be this dark green. We have this orange here. We can use this red. And then there's this darker blue that we have here. So that would be our square. Complementary are colors of opposite hues on the color wheel. So for example, that would be our green and our reds, or our blues and our oranges. So next we have our triad, which really employs three colors that are evenly spaced. So we can do our yellow, our blue, and our reds. or we can do our greens, our oranges, and our purples. So that would give a very visually appealing effect. And then there's also one where we can employ colors that really sit next to each other. So our greens and our blues, or our yellows and our oranges. And that is the analogous one. Okay, so now we can go ahead and go into our live demo. So this was actually created using Canva. So we'll just do that. So this just brought us to the home screen of Canva, and as you can see, it's very organized and very user-friendly. So as you can see, I have a lot of projects going on using Canva. It's actually one of my favorite softwares to use because it's just so user-friendly. So as you can see, there's a lot of different things that we can design, or we can go ahead in our templates and it'll give us a little bit of a start as to what we can create. So as you can see, there's a bunch of Instagram stories, Facebooks, posts, cards, postcards, resumes, t-shirts, logos, websites, business cards, flyers, stuff for education, videos, menus, itineraries. So it's anything that you can really think of, you are going to be able to create. There's no limit to what really we can do here. So I guess just to begin, these are just some of the projects that I've been really working on. So for example, these are some Instagram highlights we can create. So as you can see, we can go through and there's lots of templates that we can use. There is a difference between the free and the paid versions, as we went over before, but there is still quite a variety of what we can use. And then we can go through different elements. So this can include adding photos. So as you can see, I just added a frame here. And I've already uploaded some pictures for this assignment I've been working on. So I can just drag this and put it in. And it doesn't change the quality of the photo, it just changes the shape, which is really nice because sometimes when editing photos, the quality of the image can be altered very drastically. We can also add different text boxes. So if I wanted to add one here using this font, or if I wanted to change the font, say to this one, I can also change, I can also change the where it's located, the spacings. We can also go over different effects here, so we can make it neon. Or add a shadow. We can also go ahead and change the transparency. So it's about really how noticeable we really want this aspect of what we're creating. We can change the position, and I'm very particular, so if we really want it middle center, we could put it exactly in the middle center, or the bottom center, bottom right. So this is a pretty cool feature that they have on here. Or we can even go ahead and duplicate our page, and that's a pretty unique feature too. Another thing that's pretty cool is that we can change the positions of the photos. So here I have just a project that I've been working on, and to change the overlap and to see what picture I want in front is pretty nice. We could bring it forward if I wanted this picture to be on top of all the other ones, or I can bring it backwards. Or I could even, yeah, so it just really helps with layering, which is really nice. So I could create little collages like this. Where else is it? So for team, you can actually work in real time on these projects with different teams. So if I go ahead into the skill series designs, we can see everything that has been shared with me and the rest of the group. So it can be organized into different folders. So as you can see, this is the workshops that we've been working on. And there's the lovely designs that have been made from our team members that have been put into this folder for us all to see and make changes to. You can see the recent designs. So, and then another tool that we can use is our brand kit. So as you can see, it has all of our logos and everything that we've been working on. We can insert brand colors too, or even fonts that we like to use to easily apply these to different designs that we're planning on using. Where else is it? Oh, our content planner. Yes, there it is. Okay, so this content planner is actually really nice to use because it just shows, or we can organize exactly what we want to have done even, or what we can post. So, yeah, so we can add or create designs, and then we can actually even schedule them to be posted on our Instagram page. Let's just see, I can bring this up. Where is it? Where did it go? Okay, well, there is a way that you can actually schedule for these designs to be posted at particular times, but that would be a part of the paid version. Okay, and then we also do have, if I go back to home, we can create different size thumbnails. So one of the easiest ways to access this is based off of the templates part here. So like our Instagram stories and our Instagram posts have different dimensions. Okay, or we could go ahead and go through more. These are also where we can find different worksheets, different dimensions, or we can go ahead and do a custom size. So right here, we can just insert our width and height, and then let's just say we want it like 5 inches by like 10, if I can. Oh, okay, like 6. Say 40 by 60, and it'll create our little page, and we can go ahead and resize it actually if we wanted to make it bigger or smaller, or we can just go ahead and create what we would like to create. And as you can see, when I clicked on the template, it automatically applied itself to the size that I wanted it to, and like I said, we can go ahead and just add the different things from our brand content. So that is pretty nice. We can actually, if we go into more, we can add photos, go ahead and add styles. So this is one of the things that we can use like with our color theory if we're not too sure what kind of colors we really want to work with. So this gives us different, I'll just go ahead and remove these. So we can go ahead and like shuffle these different color schemes until we find something that we like. I've done this a few times before. It might take a couple tries to really get what you're looking for, but I've only really used this when I have no idea what I really wanted to use. But it's interesting to have that there just in case we really need something, or we can create our own style, but that's using our brand kit. We can go ahead and add videos, audio, charts even. There's different apps, and we can insert YouTube videos, even scroll down. Google Photos. We can even add drawings in there if we're very artsy. So that is a very good feature to have on here. Let's see. I'm not sure if I went over searching elements, but just in case, if we wanted to go ahead and look for a puppy, so we can find photos of a puppy. As you can see, there are lots to choose from, or there's graphics if we really wanted one. Or videos. They have a variety of videos that we can use to search up, or audio. Yeah, so if we really wanted to add this little video of a puppy, we can go ahead and throw that in there. So that would be a feature that we could use to throw in our presentations or our PowerPoints or different videos. We can add different video clips. And yeah, so usually when you make a team, it'll show up right under this here, but I don't know if I've made too many teams just because I have lots of projects going on at the moment. But it's really easy to invite people, so you just enter their email addresses, and there's not really a limit regardless if you're on the paid or free version. Or you can even enter this custom link that applies to all of the projects that you're working on. So yeah, this is really handy because it allows you to work in real time. And as you can see, I have my own projects here. So this is just one of my nursing group projects that we have going on. So we have all these little things here. So even I can go ahead and this was one of the templates that I created, and we can even scroll down, and this is one of the things that I made just from inserting like the triangle shapes. And yeah, I can even go ahead and upload images off the web or create videos or audios myself and insert these. So this would also be really handy when creating, one of our presentations. So if we wanted to have an audio connected so people can read it, and like say for instance I created a class and I'm teaching these people how to, let's just say, create the presentation. So I can go ahead and I can have all these slides and I could go step by step and record myself prior to it and just insert it and post this entire presentation for people to read, and they'll be able to do it in real time or even just by themselves asynchronously. And yeah, there's even like courses that we can do that they have available. So like Canva 101. Oh, sorry. Or even has a list of tutorials that we can continue to do if you wanted to further your education on Canva, work on design and marketing. And yeah, I believe that really concludes my intro to Canva. And if you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to email me at my school email address, or you can DM me on Instagram. And